watched the Super Mario Galaxy movie last night. Let's get into it. The theater experience was off the charts for this one. I want to give a shout out to Universal Cinema AMC Theaters. That's the best theater for me to ever go to. It's my best, one of my favorites. I saw the movie on IMAX, the first IMAX showing of the night. We even got greeted by Yoshi.
Is filmed tonight, so please join me in welcoming Yoshi.
That was awesome. Great hospitality, great movie screen, great seats, and I even got a sweet poster. But how was the movie? Let's do it. Let's get into it. So we pick up where we left off in the Super Mario Bros. Movie. We still see Tiny Bowser in his little Bowser Castle being imprisoned at the Mushroom Kingdom. We see Mario and Luigi they're like heroes, kind of. They're just protecting the Mushroom Kingdom, doing the jobs, doing their plumber jobs, and just having an awesome life. Then Princess Peach, she's her birthday is approaching. Well, actually, her anniversary of being founded by the Toads in the Mushroom Kingdom. That day has arrived. So it's Princess Peach's anniversary, and they're all going to celebrate doing the Star Festival, ripped right out of the Super Mario Galaxy 1. That's the exact place you start off when you played the game. That's pretty good, and it was animated to its fullest degree. It was so good. This is one gorgeous looking movie, dude. Illumination does their thing, and especially with Nintendo characters, they just make it shine. But meanwhile, outside of the Mushroom Kingdom, up in space, we have Rosalina, Brie Larson, and she is just a nice mother, taking care of her Luma stars, reading them bedtime stories and legends of what's going on in the Mushroom Kingdom. And then all of a sudden she gets kidnapped. Oh my goodness, we have a kidnapping finally in a Mario movie. That's one of the Mario games, is one thing they love to do, kidnap women. So Rosalina gets kidnapped. One of her Luma stars is this distress call. They go to the Mushroom Kingdom. They try to get Princess Peach's help to go free Rosalina, because that's their mother. And Mario and Luigi, they just have to hold it down in the Mushroom Kingdom. That's all I can say as of right now. And the movie, man, the movie is just peak, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Critics are stupid. I think they just hate fun, because this movie, all it needs to be is for the fans. It's the same how you Five Nights at Freddy's people love your damn movies, even though they're shit. And some people might say this is shit, but it's for the fans, and that's all it needs to be. We love that. This movie might be hype moments and references, but damn, if it worked, dude, it just works, and we all resonate with that, because it's Mario. Mario movies are an event, really. The whole returning cast from the first movie does a phenomenal job. They voice the characters and have a good time doing it. Even the new casted characters for these new Nintendo characters, they do a good job. Brie Larson as Rosalina. She is absolutely majestic as Rosalina, and her voice just fits with her, and she just puts on a good performance. She's not in it much, and that kind of bummed me out, really. But the times she was on screen, she served. Even the other characters, Benny Safdie playing Bowser Jr., he did a fine job. Bowser Jr. is that little sadistic little weirdo who just wants to just follow in his father's footsteps and just prove himself worthy. They did do a good job making Bowser Jr. more evil. I did like that. Also, Yoshi, played by Donald Glover.
Okay, it's Childish Gambino, homegirl, drop it like the NASDAQ. Move white girls like this coke up my ass crack.
He did a very good job. You wouldn't even tell if it's Donald Glover if no one told you, you're not going to know. That's how good the performance is. But yeah, he did a good job. And the biggest reveal, we got Glenn Powell as Fox McCloud. Oh my goodness, he was a good job. I never seen Glenn Powell do anything in voice acting, and I was skeptical, but he did do a good job. He had that Han Soloism to the character that I really dug with, and I would like to see him in a Star Fox movie. Make that happen in Nintendo Universal Illumination. That'd be sick. Yeah, everything peaks so far. My only gripe is that this movie is in a freaking rush, dude. This is like the fastest theater experience I've ever had. This movie was like, I'm like, was this movie about to end already? Oh my gosh, I feel like we just got here. That's kind of crazy. So I think in future movies, they should just take their time with the story and the characters, make us feel like it's a real adventure. I feel like the first movie felt that way more, and that was fast to some people, but this one is, the first one was speed walking. This one is running. So that kind of sucked. I was just really digging this characters and this world and this style. So when it ended, I was like, damn, it's over. Wow. Also, the story is very simple. It's even more simple than the first movie, and I feel like that's gonna not sit well with fans. Yeah, you could be a Nintendo fan and love the references and Easter eggs all you like, but if it's not with a good story, we're not gonna care. So, Illumination, you got to work on that. You got to work on a better story for these movies, because we really want these movies to be good at the end of the day, not just pretty pictures to look at. But I'm not gonna shrimp this movie up. I'm not gonna be like poo-pooing on this, because I think the critics don't get that. Some people just need movies that it's just for the people. Like we don't need like the Godfather Part 4 type energy. It's just a Super Mario movie. We need just a fun time at the movies, but we want the story to be good and have the movie experience actually satisfying, not just speed running just to get to the next reference. So if they can work on that for the next movie, I think we'll have a better third movie. But this movie was still good. I still had a great time with it, man. It was fun. It was vibrant. It was happy. It's just a really fun time at the movies. Go watch this if you haven't seen it already. Take anyone. This is a movie for everybody. Yeah, the jokes may be simple as hell, and then the story may be simple, but it's still catered to everyone. Because I'm grown, and I still cracked up at some of these jokes. It's not dumb humor. It's just very simple-minded. Simple-minded could be dumb humor, but this one just wasn't to me. We do spend the majority of the movie in space because it's Mario Galaxy, but there are some parts where we're just stranded on random planets, and they don't go deeper into those planets. It's just for the next set piece to show some action sequence or some Mario references. I do wish we stood in space a bit more, because this is a Super Mario Galaxy movie, and those are two of the coolest games for Mario ever, and I think they should have just leaned more into that instead of just being on these planets, showing a dinosaur or a Bowser land or something like that. We should just went more planet hopping. I feel like that would have been more satisfying. And yeah, this movie's full of references, but damn if those references don't make you cream your shorts, dude. Because as soon as I heard some of these nostalgic ass sounds, oh, it was raps, bro. I was just so happy, dude. In the end, guys, the Super Mario Galaxy movie was just a great time. It was a good time at the movies, great theater experience at a great theater, and also the movie was just a fun, fast-paced time with a bunch of characters I love since childhood. And yeah, I feel like if they keep going more and more into this world, we're going to make more good movies. We're going to get better movies down the line. Like I said, just make better stories and spend more time. These movies could be a bit longer. It wouldn't hurt them. If references are wrapped in a great story with a satisfying payoff, we're going to be in for a treat for the third movie. And where this leaves off, I'm very anticipating the third movie. I just wonder what it could be, possibly. But go see the Super Mario Galaxy movie. You'll have a great time, guaranteed. The Super Mario Galaxy movie gets a B.